Hello, good people of the internet. We are back with Galatea. And when I say we, I am of course joined with Fuaranna. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you there? You good?
Yeah, can't you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you now. Good introduction there, but there she is.
Well,
Fuaranna, everybody.
Salut.
Oh, well, apparently it did get through. Let's try again. And I am joined with Fuaranna.
Salut.
Hey, started. Okay, so a little bit of a recap here. So after the Nexus duo contest, we did say before it finished the contest that we weren't super satisfied with how the park looked, so we wanted to add more, polish, give it a little bit more love. That's pretty much what we're doing now. Because the park itself is, the buildings where we want stuff is pretty much settled. Now it's just what I feel like is the funny part, the clutter part. Yes. Yeah. And in this video, it's some nice pots, those one, right? I wonder who made those. Fuaranna made those, if people didn't know. So, yeah. But I told you that I really want this sort of bazaar kind of ish looking, clutter atmosphere. Where we have all these, market stands, with like carpets, bunting, ropes, etc. And these just have this sort of super clutter-ish busyness, That was mainly the goal I wanted to do. And that's when I went with. So there is some stuff that we might have done previous that you will see us redo or maybe do a little bit different stuff to it. Because now, oh my god, is it good building in here, by the way, without the pressure? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, the pressure of the contest was really... we made this whole park in 3 weeks, non-stop working on this. And then switching the park back and forth between each other. That was quite stressful. I remember the deadline. It was, I think, 8 p.m. our time. And we were in a voice chat with some others that also were cramming hours. And it was 5 minutes to deadline. Everyone was just, put some lamps and we don't have lamps. And everyone's just freaking out.
Yeah.
So it's really funny.
I remember that. That was it was really hectic, that last hour when we had to finish it off and do just prepare it for the final of the Nexus contest. Now we're back, and we will try keep it somewhat consistent with Galatea videos. As I said, today it's mainly just my speed build, and then next time we will have some more from Fuaranna mixed with some of mine, I guess, depend on how much I get built. But we will definitely try feel it more consistent, like maybe an episode a week until it's finished, because it's not like, what are we talking, 5-6 weeks, then we might be able to call it a day. Then we don't...
Yeah. There are some sections that we need to
and we don't want to
finish
hassle it still. Now we have the time, and we want to... Yeah, so... you did make this path over here in the previous, where you put down in the shop and stuff of this building I did here. But because the path is just... I just didn't feel like... working with the path on here, because then I had to redo a lot of stuff. I admit it, I became lazy here. So there's a half path there, and then I just make it look like people can actually walk up here, and give it that super nice clutter feel as well here, as you can see. So everything is getting a little bit of redone or remake, because I feel like I can go back in and redo some stuff that I wasn't super satisfied with in the first, so
yeah, we had to rush some things. We can now look back at. Well, I like what you did here already with all the pots. Those are amazing. Team
amazing. Whoever did them, you are a genius.
Yep,
they are
really good. and they really fit our theme. We want to make this look really lush and lived in, and yeah. And that's you were looking forward to this part of the build a very long time, but we didn't have time to clutter it up, so you were so sad in the last days. But finally,
yes, I get my chance to do it now. And this is the first video of a few clutter videos, because as me and Fuaranna has been said, we're not gonna build any more buildings. Not what I'm like thinking of right now. I feel like we have the buildings we need. It's just the clutter and a little bit detail, and maybe make a building or two look a little bit different from the one we duplicated from another place, you know. And then we have the entire ruin section, which that's probably the one we are gonna make most speed builds on for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Which is also quite funny. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that that rune section. We have some really cool ideas for that. In one of the episodes, I started building a little bit, but I quickly realized that we didn't have time to make like a full. Yeah, we wanted to make a ruin section of the village, so it had to be buildings, and it had to look a bit realistic, like it's broken down by maybe an earthquake or something. And yeah, it was just a bit too much, so we just passed it. And I'm really excited to get back into that. I'm just
like super happy that we're back in. I'm making like a little spice stand, or like, I don't know, beans.
That works so well with those candy.
And then I put the pop down for like making it feel like it's a spoon-ish.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't want it to use Maker toolkit stuff if it wasn't necessary, but I feel like these are just too good not to be used in a theme, in a Moroccan fantasy-esque park like this, like all the pots. And we all can agree, it is getting boring placing the goddamn same pots over 3 years.
We don't have that many. We have like 3 or 4 pots, and then maybe 2 plants in a pot. That's it. What are you going to do with that, right?
Thank God to Maker toolkit when it comes to this. It's as we have some Maker toolkit stuff in here. It's not like we went overboard with it, because it's mainly a lot of the same Maker pieces. It's not like we have 40 different ones in here, like you see with the plants here. I'm using lots of them, but it's mainly the same ones, you know. So yeah, but this was kind of like the first stand I did on the left here, which that was my first go on it, right? So now I'm trying the second one, where I'm like, it's so funny. Sometimes I figure out stuff we have in the game after I already built something with it, because I wanted to build it different, you know. So my brain works in a different way. So here I use the canopies, which already now makes a nice, like, sort of Moroccan sort of style tent. And then afterwards I add the curtains of the spooky pack, and it gives it that super. I can never remember what I called this tent. I also struggled with it the other day. Yes, I don't know why it's so difficult for me to remember, but that's kind of like what I'm doing here. And then inside of it, I'm placing that Salta guy box thing. Sultan guy, what his name is. So people go in there, and then you know, just some funsies. Exactly, that guy.
You mean?
Yeah. So I'm really happy how this tent came out. Really, really cool looking.
Yep, it looks really good, and it does remind me of like one of those really heavy. Look, there he goes, the little guy. Look at him. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that's really fitting for this park as well. It has some sort of fantasy vibe, and then this Oriental sort of mix with Mediterranean.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really fits. It's fun. I always forget that.
Honest, I also too. It was only because I was like, what if I put in an ATM or something so they can walk in? And I was like, oh, we actually have this guy here. We haven't even used him yet in here. It's very rare though.
But it's fun. A fun feature.
Yeah, it's very rare I actually see people use those ATM, or maybe they just hide them so well in their parks that people don't notice them. I don't know.
Yeah. I really like all those ropes and buntings that you add. I know that's sort of like a Wikz feature that you usually do that, but it really... Oh, and those plants. Oh, it looks so good. It looks really welcoming. I would go in that tent. Like,
it's so cool.
Yeah,
so
really cool.
The way I work is that kind of like to keep my head like sort of main focused. I usually take areas like this. I was like, if I take on the left side of the tunnel and on the right side of this little archway here, this area will be filled up, right? And then I move on to the next one on the other side of it. So if you space out too much, it can also become too overwhelming for you to where to go. So even though I like having different projects, I do like having some sort of a section or an area of a park you can focus on and get that done when you just need to fill in the gaps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here I'm just playing around with the curves because I didn't want the people to clip. So I'm trying my best I can to kind of like make it feel like and it actually works quite well. Also did it with the fountain, so they don't go through the fountain. Because I saw you could definitely see that some of the parts we did have been hassled. Because I saw when I got in, like people are just like clipping through buildings and whatnot. I was like, oops.
We really rushed some things indeed, but now we have a good base.
Exactly.
To keep building on.
And I'm definitely not demotivated at all. This is very motivating to get back in here and kind of like see, oh, we actually just need this and this, you know?
Yep. Yeah, it's really... I'm happy that we make this, that it is this really happy, light, summery park.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really nice
and it
to
fits
be in.
perfectly for the summer now.
Yeah, exactly. It will be 35 Celsius this week. Hot damn.
Get out some tanning and then just lie outside on the sunbed.
Oh man, I'm going to sit inside with a ventilator
probably
put on my face. I will burn alive in 35 Celsius. But yeah, this is cool. What tent are you building now?
We have a spice tent and we have a fortune teller tent. So I feel like here would be cool to have like a bookstore sort of ish, like it's kind of like what I'm doing here. And also in the same way, trying to make it somewhat fantasy-esque, like with stacks of books, and it doesn't have to be all like organized and like. I'm really having a lot of fun building these market stands here. They're really, really cool. And I don't know how many more of them I will add. I will probably add a few more, but not this big. This is mainly just to fill out some of the gaps and to give it somewhat of an atmosphere, Because I feel like inside, how do you say, the big building you did where the coaster goes through, where it goes around the building, I feel like maybe in there we can have some hanging carpets too, and maybe some small market stands in there. So outside it's more of a white bazaar, where when you go inside it actually becomes a bazaar, something like that. I'm using this carpet here. Cool. This is also a theme maker toolkit. I just feel like it fitted super good in here. So yeah, you might have to download a few theme maker toolkit stuff. I don't know. Maybe you already have these. But
the TMTK items that we have in this park are all really good items, so I'm sure they would definitely add something to your game as well.
I'm just stoked that I finally got some nice mojo going again, especially when we start to use these theme maker toolkit stuff, because they do add a little bit more stuff and it makes it a little bit more funnier to play again when it comes to me. Especially when it comes to all new sort of themes and projects. I'm still keeping all my old ones, theme maker toolkit free, but whatever I do in the future will definitely have this, if it's necessary, of course. But here I'm making like a little bookcase stand-ish, just sort of making it, like look like something they have custom made and it's easy to do and put up. So I'm putting up some books and a little bit of stuff in there, and then afterwards I'm putting in the tent. I'm actually super happy how this tent came out looking. Yeah, you'll see it here in the end. So.
Yeah, I really like it all. It's really nice. You're the master of clutter.
Thank you. But yeah, as you can see.
Wikz the clutter legend.
Well,
oh, this looks so cool.
Yeah, right.
I would
it looks
go
really
in.
Cool.
Those books looks very interesting. Yeah.
And I feel like
nice.
it kind of gives it that fantasy vibe when it's just, you know, a little bit messy, clutter, not really organized, and just yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really, really nice. I love it.
And then some more pots. Those pots are really gonna save my ass sometimes here.
It's a good, yeah. It's a good
But
item.
I'm really happy how much stuff I actually get packed into this tent.
Wow, I really love it. Has a nice ambience. It reminds me a little bit of like those fantasy festivals. I guess you in the States you call them Renaissance fairs or something. It reminds me a little bit of that. I don't know. If you've
we
ever
actually
been to
have
one.
somewhat something similar to it here in Denmark, but it's been a few times since I've actually seen it. But I get.
Yeah, but it's a good thing because those would really fit in this park. So yeah, it's really fitting. It's really nice. I never use drapes, and I always forget they're there and curtains and stuff.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like I said, the first one I built, I was like, damn it, maybe if I have used the carpet there too. But you can always go back and redo stuff, you know. But
is this when you told me, oh,
yep.
more tulips?
The lovely tulips.
Oh, I like the tulips are nice, and I like that you add more tropical plants to it as well. It makes this really nice, lush combination of flowers, and yeah, it's really nice. And we are going to upgrade some other plants that we plopped down before as well, right?
Yeah, there are still some that are just dirt in, I saw. So.
Oh. Well,
I know, right?
We have some work to do.
So, pretty much just making this sort of little, yeah, you know, air.
You keep manage to find some nice stuff to put there, and I'm like, oh yeah, that works really well.
I just can't, you know me. If I see a bare spot, I'm like, oh shit, I can put some stuff here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those fines. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's fine.
You.
It's interrupt me as much as you want, because I just talk. Okay, so you might see me struggle here a bit because I wanted to have bunting and ropes hanging around, and I was trying it, and I just couldn't get things to like hit each other at the same point and without it looking meh. And so you'll see a little bit of struggle here, and I don't go with this. I go with something totally different. And here I'm trying to fix up the path. Did there. And now I'm going to where I'm building one more tent, which is basically gonna be like where you can buy pots and stuff. But it's nothing. I don't go super detailed on that one, mainly on the exterior for the cinematic. So lots of the stuff here, like that particular market stand, will be finished next time. It's mainly the exterior I have, but you will see me do it here in a bit. Here I'm just making a little custom flower bed for the side here to close off this area.
Nice.
Yeah, I really love these hanging roses with these turquoise color. Sorry, can't pronounce it.
Yeah. Those roses are a beautiful plant item that we got later in the game.
Yeah, I think it was from the vintage pack.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I really love them because they have, I think, 4 different color variations you can put in. So all different leaves are having different colors, and you can really mix it a little bit. So it's not just one block of green and then like red or something. Yeah, it makes this really nice texture as well on the walls, because the ivy, I feel the ivy, it feels just very flat.
It does.
And not that lush.
Yeah.
But if you combine them together, it's just really fitting. Oh, you're making the lanterns here.
Yeah, it was not really anything I wanted to do. I just Then I put a bauble on. I was like, huh.
Oh, those bubbles. The Christmas bubble. Are they ever used for actually
No.
Christmas trees in the game. They're so good. I've seen people use them for items in baskets and filling market stalls as well with them and all different things. So good stuff. Yeah, I like it. The lamps really give this extra fantasy vibe.
Yeah.
I
mean, we can always redo them, like maybe hang a few hanging baskets or like drapes on them or something, or maybe change the color on the pole. I don't know. It was just mainly just me fiddling around for a bit, you know. So
Yeah. Well, I do like it. That's a support going through a wall.
Yeah, we probably need to remove or make our custom.
Delete that.
Make a custom support.
Yeah,
there.
we were going to do that at some point.
Yeah, we also need to add.
We just didn't have time.
A few custom support beams some places.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's also something we will do. Everything will be taken care of, guys. And we also know how many of you that want to subscribe to this park when it's done, and we promised that it would actually be there like 3 weeks ago, but we are perfectionists and we don't want to put out something that we don't feel is perfect. So that's pretty much, or at least for me. I know Melissa, she's an artist, so she's probably at the same.
Yeah, we're both perfectionists for sure.
So yeah, we will try to have it 100% done whenever, like within 5-6 weeks each time.
Yeah. We don't want to get burned out on it, but we haven't forgotten it. We will finish it properly.
Yes.
And give Galatea the park the love that she needs.
Yes. She's a she now too.
Well, I guess she became a she when we gave her the name Galatea.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I was just kidding.
No, this is nice what you did here. This is a nice tent. This is good filling up this corner.
Yeah, I know it's maybe a little bit of a funny angled shaped tent, but it's fantasy, right? And there are all kinds of different sorts of shaped tents. Yeah, so.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter actually. I really like what you did.
Thank you.
What's this? Is this the spooky pack?
Yeah, this is the scarecrow sticks. I use them a lot.
Damn. I see you use so many. That's also a good thing about the collab. You see other people use items that you forgot are also in the game because you keep going back to the things you already know.
Right.
Sort of.
Yep. I so much agree. But yeah, I'm just fiddling around here trying to give it some sort of supports with the ropes and stuff.
Looks so.
Trying to make it look somewhat nice.
It looks realistic.
Thank you.
To me.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do when I build this. Might be fantasy, but I want things to make sense still.
Yeah. It does. It reminds me of this weekend. There was supposed to be a festival. Too bad. This 2020 is a tough year, you guys.
It is.
But not for gamers. We're all inside making beautiful things.
Yips.
At least we try.
Here I'm making a custom rug, trying to with the canopies. It actually went quite well.
I like the color combination with the red magenta with the turquoise. Works well.
Yeah, felt like that too. It was really nice to be in here again and get all these colors in your face.
Color splashes.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, really cool. I can't wait to get back in the game.
I actually can't wait to get in again after you have had it again, because it's good. It's good to get that spark again for a project, right? Where you're just like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
There are also some stuff that Fuaranna have done and I have done that we did record. I decided to not show it because some of it was just fiddling about, where it was like the last hour or 2 hours before we had to. So there's not really any good footage, to be honest. So I decided to cut that and then just make a new one. But Fuaranna has something that she did do, which we are gonna keep, but also gonna redo. So you're gonna get like some sort of a little before and after video mixed with something else.
Yeah.
But you will mainly see things we'll do now, except for the cube part there, because I also did some underground or underwater work, but it's sort of outdated now, and we did change a lot of stuff. We made a whole new tube the coaster goes through, and yeah, just a big hassle. So we thought we would give you guys some fresh new content instead, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. And I'm also really curious. I don't know what people love to see. Do they like? I mean, I like to see you clutter stuff up because you're so good at that. But I guess we have a good variation of everything. I only didn't record the coaster building, but we could show the supports making and how we are building that ruin section. It's a lot of building.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I mean, we did manage to pack whatever we already have in like 5 episodes already, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is pretty damn impressive if you ask me.
Yeah, we can give ourselves a little pat on the back for that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, as I said, just doing the last exterior here on this tent here, which is gonna be the pot maker-ish tent. And then you see the building, you see right there where the security guard is. That's where I wanted to have that sort of bazaar with blankets hanging across and stuff. Yeah, that'd be super dope.
Yeah, because it's a structure with a roof and not open space outside. We could do a lot of stuff with ropes and stuff hanging from the roof, and maybe indeed some cloth banners. A lot of stuff hanging. A bit different type of bazaar. And yeah, it would be really cool.
Yeah, I'm down with that. We can make lots of stuff still in this. And but Fuaranna, we reach an end.
Oh, well,
I know, right?
You made something really cool, and I'm really happy to see you finally were able to clutter it up. Oh, look at that. So
yeah,
cool.
that's how it looks for now, and I'm happy you like it, and I can't wait to see what you're gonna do next time. We'll hopefully have a video next week, guys. Maybe before, we don't know. We'll try wrap this up, but still with love, right? Yeah, look at that shot, by the way.
Ooh. Wow.
So yeah, thanks for hanging out and making this video with me today, Fuaranna.
Yes, I love it, and I'm happy to be back.
Yay, me too. And guys, if you like the video, give it a like. Let us know what you think of it all. And remember to stay awesome, stay safe, and just be a good person, yeah? So, take care, guys. And see you next time. Bye.